friends, today in Science Made Easy, our topic is the cell. And we all are familiar about this topic, and I want to characterize the cell, and I will discuss here the meaning of cell, its structure and its various functions. So it was Robert Hooke who first of all discovered the cell in the piece of cork, in which he observed the cells like the hexagonal structure which was observed by the microscope, which was made by himself, and he was the first to discover. And we all know that the cork, it is a kind of the dead tissue, so he did not see any kind of nucleus or any kind of other organelles in this, but he only observed the cell and its hexagonal boundaries. So after that there is another scientist that is named as Anton von Leeuwenhoek, who discovered, or we can say that who observed the cell in the living organism. So this is the difference between their contribution, like Robert Hooke observed the cell in the dead tissue, while the Anton von Leeuwenhoek observed the cell in the living organism, and he termed them as a little animalcules. He first of all saw the animals, or we can say that the microbes organism, by the microscope which he made by himself. And first of all, for cell, if we describe the cell, we can say the cell is a structural and the functional unit of, it is the structural, functional and the biological unit of life. Structural, functional and the biological unit of life. Unit of life. And cell, first of all, we have two categories. We can say the cell may be of two kinds, that is the prokaryotic and the other one, that is the eukaryotic. Other one is the eukaryotic. As their name suggests, their difference very well. Like the prokaryotic is made up of two words, that is the pro and the karyotic. Prokaryotic means, karyon means generally the nucleus. So these type of cells contain the nucleus of old origin, or we can say that not well developed origin, or we can say that the nuclear or primitive nucleus. While in the eukaryotic cell there is a well developed, well functioning nucleus, and boundary of nucleus is done by the nuclear membrane. So this kind of cells are termed as a eukaryotic. This is the only basis, and we have further many differences in the prokaryotic and eukaryotic, and we will discuss this topic in a new or a separate video. But here our topic of concern is a cell and its structure and the various organelles which are found in a cell or in a typical cell. So here is a diagram of a typical cell. Here we have numbered like 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have several kind of organelles here, or the cell parts. So first of all, in the one, that is the plasmodesmata, that is the intimate, it is a kind of pore which is found on the cell, which is related for the interaction of cells among each other. So for the interaction, this structure is important, that is a plasmodesmata. Second thing, that is the mitochondria. It is a very important organelle, and it is found only in the eukaryotic cells. These two organelles which I have pointed out here, that is the mitochondria and the chloroplast. These are found only in the eukaryotic cell, not in prokaryotic cell, because they are the double layered membrane organelles, and they are also known as a semi-autonomous organelle. Mitochondria is meant for the powerhouse of the cell, or we can say that it is important in the respiration point of view, while the chloroplast, it is important, or it is found only in the plant cell, or we can say that plant is a eukaryotic cell, plant cell, so it is found in plant cells for the purpose of photosynthesis. So these two organelles are very important, and we, as I have notified that the mitochondria and the chloroplast, they are found only in eukaryotes, and they are also known as the semi-autonomous organelle. That is, we can say that is the semi-autonomous organelle. And semi-autonomous organelle, we will discuss their structure and function in detail in the another subsequent video. So semi-autonomous organelle, these are the two, that is the mitochondria and the chloroplast. These are very important organelles as point of their function in cell and chloroplast. While the next one, that is the cytoplasm, and it makes a kind of medium for the cell organelle, because the cell membrane it make a boundary to the cell organelles, while the cytoplasm acts like a medium for the cell organelle. The next cell organelle, that is the ribosome, it is very important for the purpose of the protein synthesis, and the protein synthesis mechanism will be discussed in further video. Then come the vacuole, and vacuole it only found in case of the plant cells. No, it is not found in animal cells. And then in spite of this, but the function of vacuole can be done with the help of the other organelle, that is lysosome, which is present in animal cells. So then comes the cell wall, and cell wall it is a outermost boundary of the cell, and it is made up of different components like polysaccharides, and we have different, or we can say that the variability of cells are present, like the chitin in case of fungi, or a kind of cellulose in case of plant cell. So this is another topic. Then comes the lysosome. It is a kind of hydrolytic, it have hydrolytic function, so that there is a function that is a lysosome. It is a small uniboundary organelle, and it is very important for the digestion purpose of the cell, and it helps in the decomposition, or we can say that the degradation of the harmful organelles, or we can say that the dead organelles. And the lysosome is so that important for the hydrolytic function, because it contains the hydrolytic enzymes in it. Then comes the plasma lemma, and plasma lemma, it is outermost, it is this one that is shown by this red lining, and this is plasma lemma, or we can say the plasma membrane, and this is the only membrane which makes something living. And so that this the presence of plasma lemma or plasma membrane, it entitles the cell as living. Then comes the next one, that is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and this is a kind of reticulum. As we know that the endoplasmic reticulum is made up of two words, that is the endoplasmic and reticulum, which makes contact with the nucleus as well as to the plasma membrane, or it acts as a kind of network between the nucleus and the plasma membrane. So it is known as the endoplasmic reticulum, and it is a smooth one. Like there is two kind of categorization we can make, like one is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum without ribosome on its surface, and another one that is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Here in this case, this is a rough endoplasmic reticulum, because on its surface there is a presence of ribosomes. Reticulum. So then the next one, or the main important organelle, or we can say that the controller of the cell, is the nucleus. And inside the nucleus there is a presence of the nucleolus, and which is very much important for the other functions, like the controlling actions all over the mechanism of the cell and over the other organelles as well, because there is any kind of here in this the nucleus, as we are taking the kind of typical cell, and it is here the nucleus is here by the nuclear membrane, which is bilayered in nature, that is the outer nuclear membrane and the inner nuclear membrane. And further there is a presence of some pores which are termed as the nuclear pores, and they have their function in the transport of proteins inside or outside of the nucleus, import or export of some proteins. Okay, then comes the Golgi body, which is very important and also called as the transport pulleys of the cell. So it is very important for the cell sorting and the protein transportation in the cell. Then come the rough endoplasmic reticulum. We have discussed in with the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, as they have the ribosomes on their surface, and so that they are responsible for the other kind of functions, like the protein synthesis also. So this is all about the various organelles and the cell and its general function, or we can here we take a simple typical cell for the description of the organelles, and the other we will discuss this topic, the semi-autonomous organelle, in our succeeding video. So thank you for watching, and please share and subscribe our video. Thank you.